Sounds like there's goofs in here.
That's the one thing we got at Cave Comedy Radio. We got a goof infestation.
Yeah, I think we also got a half-breed. That's all I ever heard. Half-breed. How I learned to hate the word. Both sides were against me since the day that I was born.
A little-known Cher tune here on page 7. I'm Marcus Park.
Wait, I'm Jackie Zebrowski.
I'm Molly Knefel.
Is that little known?
I think Half-Breed was kind of in and out. I don't think that's like one of the big Cher songs.
What? I love the song Half-Breed. I know that you probably aren't allowed to play it anymore.
Maybe that's why it's little known. Once known, lesser known now.
Yeah, I think Half-Breed kind of went away a little bit.
Dude,
Like,
Half-Breed's so good. I just
"Oy."
love it because Cher sang the song Half-Breed, but she wasn't a half-breed.
Yeah, that again might be why it's not played much
Not
anymore.
only is she not half Indian, but you're not allowed to say the word half-breed. I don't even know if you were allowed to say the word half-breed back then.
I think you were, because she named the album Half-Breed.
Really? Wow, that's bold of her.
Dude, man.
I wonder.
Both sides were against her since the day she was born.
Shit, Shania Twain recorded a version in 1999.
Well,
Sweet.
nobody told Shania Twain that you shouldn't say that.
Wait a second. I love Shania Twain.
I was going to ask, I wonder what the kind of year was when radio DJs around the nation kind of nervously tugged at their collars and turned down the volume on Half-Breed. Apparently it wasn't before 1999.
I don't know, 99. I think you could still say half-breed in 99.
I think you could, yeah. People were a little more willy-nilly then.
Willy-nilly is racist.
I do enjoy the term half-breed.
I know you do.
though.
This all came up because you were describing the headphones that had one ear working as half-breeds. And,
The song offers a scenario in which whites often call her Indian squaw, and Native Americans never accepted her as one of their own, telling her that she was white by law.
Well, she's Italian.
yeah, I was going to say, this is someone's story to tell.
Fairly sure she's Italian. I don't know if that's just Moonstruck talking here, but...
Yeah, I'm not certain that this is Cher's story to tell, although maybe she was trying to tell us something about her identity, and none of us were ready to listen.
I don't know. I've been in a weird share hole, and I'm not talking about my vagina.
Which is also what you call your vagina.
Share it out, share it up, share it loud. Man, those old videos of her, I just have been listening to a lot of really young Cher. She does a bunch of covers. She does a bunch of Bob Dylan covers.
Ooh, I would listen to that.
The Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, I really dig.
Really?
I mean, she was just really young. And I've been in her Cher hole.
Is this like
She was so beautiful.
pre-Sunny Cher?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they were together at the time, I believe. But this was her solo stuff. I mean, I have played Cher. You know, I have been Cher 3 times in 3 different Halloweens.
Uh-huh.
So I think this doesn't come out of nowhere. I love Cher.
I like that you were about to say, I've played Cher at Halloween.
I play her.
3 different years.
I don her every Halloween.
That's a good. I'll bet you make a very good Cher. Is it like a different different era of Cher every time?
Of course. Well, it was back when I had long hair. I'm growing out my hair now, which I think a lot of people know. And I went with a good friend of mine, Madeline, who she's really short and she had a good fringe jacket. She had a mustache. We went to Sonny and Cher.
Okay.
And I had this really tight, short dress on and big heels. And when I had long hair, I straightened it and I looked really good. I put on a little bit of tanner. You're not allowed to do that anymore. And I did play Cher from The Witches of Eastwick.
I remember that Halloween.
Man, I looked good. I had a belly shirt on.
You did look pretty good.
But you have to have the high skirt on, so it's not showing a lot of belly. It's just showing a little bit of belly. Mm-hmm. And then I played Moonstruck Cher.
Okay.
I remember the Witches of Eastwick Halloween. That was the year that my friend Colin first moved to the city, and he showed up to the party wearing a suit and a wrestling mask and randomly wrestled people without ever saying a word.
You know, it takes all types to make a Halloween.
Not one word?
Nope, didn't say any words. And then eventually some guy started fucking with him, and he went in a full-on wrestle mode, and things got real weird from there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you got to. That's what Halloween's for.
Yeah.
I was just upset because we didn't have a Jack Nicholson, which really didn't make the Witches of Eastwick make any sense.
Was this
I
the
will say
whole
that.
Witches of Eastwick themed party, or you just wanted a Jack
No,
Nicholson
it was
as
just-
part of your ensemble?
I was of 2 other girls, and together we were the Witches of Eastwick.
I see. Okay.
And it was really great, and it was sexy times. I think I had sex with someone that was dressed as Garth from Wayne's World.
Good
I
combo.
thought you were about to say Garfield.
No, I would definitely always have sex with someone that is dressed as Garfield. Maybe.
What if they were in a full fursuit?
Not if they wanted to fuck me in the suit. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got to have a line. Why would you fuck someone in a suit? Are
in
you
a
furry?
fursuit, and I'm not a furry, but I don't think fucking someone in a fursuit once makes you a furry necessarily.
But would you do it once?
I don't know. I mean,
With their dick like out of the hole.
I don't think so.
If they didn't want to show you their face and
Wait.
they just wanted you to ride them in the suit.
If I, then no, but no. Okay, so if I didn't,
Let's have a stipulations here.
if I didn't know who it was, or if I didn't know what their this is an interesting philosophical question.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't know what their face looked like and I didn't know who it was, I wouldn't. But if it was like, I don't know, Idris Elba inside the Garfield suit, and I knew that, even if he was still wearing the Garfield mask, I would fuck him.
It sounds like you're judging a book by their cover.
I think that's correct. It's not fair to the loser in the Garfield suit who's not Idris Elba that I won't fuck him, but that's just, I feel like that's got to be some sort of, that's like a Pandora's box or some sort of dilemma. Like, will you fuck the same Garfield depending on who's inside it?
What if somebody told you that it was Idris Elba inside, but you never found out that it wasn't Idris Elba, but it actually wasn't Idris Elba?
But if I never found out, that's like if a tree falls in the woods. You know? I mean,
As far as you know.
She knows she fucked Idris Elba in a Garfield suit.
I would do something to confirm beforehand, some sort of fingerprinting or something like that.
But Marcus, would you have sex with a woman in a full costume that like just vagina obtruthed?
Yes.
I made up that word.
As long as the shape was all right.
Like
How do you know the shape though with a suit that big?
Yeah, you mean like
guess
you want a
that is-
sexy Garfield shape, or you
Yeah, I
want?
would like a sexy Garfield. I would absolutely fuck a sexy woman in a Garfield outfit.
What about a sexy normal?
Yeah. Pretty much, it doesn't matter if it's a sexy woman. I'm gonna fuck no matter what.
How do you know if they're sexy if they're inside of the suit?
If it's like Garfield with a big belly, and his little legs.
Yeah, if it's, I mean, I really, I guess if it is just, so it has to be like realistic Garfield.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the Garfield that you would find at like if Garfield were at Disney World, which I doubt he is, or whatever.
or in like Times Square.
Yeah.
So we're talking Times Square Garfield.
Times Square
Times Square
Garfield.
Garfield.
Are breasts visible through the suit?
No.
Can I? No.
No, it's a
So
Garfield
there's no
chest.
breast grabbing here whatsoever.
No, it is just
Flat
Garfield
Garfield
with a
chest.
vagina.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on, how hard up I am.
I feel like this is a really good first date question.
Yeah.
Like, especially a blind date question or a Tinder date question, like asking this exact question. I think it really shows the kind of person.
Yeah, and it's Garfield's a good.
And what kind of questions they ask about said Garfield.
Garfield is a good
More of a
example.
Rorschach test of what stipulations they have. Are they curious about it? Do they ask follow-ups or do they just say no?
Or is a hole
Yeah.
a hole? Interesting.
Because Garfield isn't super gendered. It'd be a different question for you, maybe, for heterosexual people, if it was like Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse, who is
wait.
more gendered, you
But
know?
this just came out of the sexuality of Garfield. I have not clicked on it. I think it's clickbait.
Yeah.
I have not actually clicked on it. Have you, Marcus?
It's an interesting story. The story is Garfield gender neutral? Does Garfield have a gender? Is Garfield a boy or is Garfield a girl?
I always thought Garfield was a boy.
I thought
yeah.
so too.
Yeah, Jim Davis always refers to Garfield as he.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know?
like they always use male pronouns, and in Garfield and Friends, the cartoon, he's got a really deep ass voice.
Yeah, Lorenzo Music is without a doubt a man. Bill Murray is a man.
Although I did just find out that I am cisgender.
Yes.
So I don't know if he, what is Garfield?
I
Right.
do not think. I think Garfield is asexual.
And we've never been given any. The reason I think this Garfield debate is confusing and silly, frankly, a little silly, is because we've never been given any reason to believe that he's not a boy. But everyone's like, well, how do you know? And it's like, well, we know because he uses male pronouns. And just because someone uses male pronouns doesn't mean that, like, if we're talking about human beings, doesn't mean that, people use the wrong pronouns, or you might, like, people might call you by certain pronouns. And
this? I did use the word cisgender,
You brought it up.
but I read it in Cosmo, so I think that that's okay.
yeah, but it's a useful concept. Like, it means not trans. But there's just no reason to believe Garfield would be trans, and there's no reason to believe that Garfield is in any gender other than boy.
And it is something that I've brought up before, but you know that my favorite part of Garfield is when John is seeing, quote unquote, this big fat woman named Bertha, and it's the only person that Garfield truly enjoys. But the only reason why he enjoys her is because she eats as much as he does. So, I mean, I think that's across the board. I think that's above gender. I think that I think that he's a humanist.
Yeah.
I think that he just likes a person based on how much they eat. Marcus, does your shirt have the Pink Panther on it and it says "fuck it"?
It's yes, it is a shirt that has the Pink Panther on it, and he is hanging himself with his own tail, and it just says "fuck it."
How do I get that shirt?
This is by a wonderful artist named YYYS that does all sorts of wonderful T-shirts and buttons. You can find him on Instagram. He's fucking awesome, and he just sent me a whole bunch of shirts, including my new favorite shirt.
Can I just point out that between the three members of this group, we have at least 2 shirts that say "fuck it" on them in general, because you've got a Hakuna Ma fuck it, and you've got this one that just says "fuck it" now. Unfortunately, I'm really not pulling my weight with shirts that say "fuck it" on them, but I could probably get
I think
one.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll take one,
Yeah, we'll eventually figure it out.
Gotta be 3 for 3.
And then we all have to wear them at once, and then we won't be allowed into any coffee shop.
Fuck it. We all say "fuck it."
Well, somebody else is figuring something out. Looks like Prince Harry is figuring out marriage.
I hate it.
Why?
Why do you think I am available? I am ready for him.
Because she is the future Prince. Like, do you know how you say, like, the future Mrs. Oliver or something? Would you say the future Miss Prince? The future
Mrs.
Prince Mrs.
Harry.
Prince. I'm the future Mrs. Prince.
I want
Harry.
to be the future Mrs. Prince Harry. If he wants to have sex with me in a hot tub, I will oblige. Whether there are cameras around or not, I will put those weird spongy ponytail things in my hair, which is what that bitch has, and I'll put them in my hair.
Is that what he likes to do? Fucking hot tubs? We've probably talked about this,
He
but I
did
forget.
fuck in a hot tub in Las Vegas. Everyone's like, bad boy Harry. But you know what? He's a fucking prince. Let him do what he wants.
Let him do it, but also, surely we've discussed, would not do it. Fucking a hot tub, I don't think. It sounds too slimy and
What
hot.
if it's Prince Harry?
Well, I've never been interested in Prince Harry. I think he's got a small face.
Ouchie, ouch, it hurts.
I know. I don't. He's got a big jaw and a small face.
But ginger.
He is a big ginger. I mean, he's the gingerest of gingers. He's king of the gingers.
Oh my God, he's Prince of the Ginger.
You might be only a prince, Harry, but you're king of the ginger.
Oh my God, king of my fucking hole. That's what he's gonna
King of your
be.
share hole.
Oh my God, my share hole. He is open for sharing. He can sunny all day up in it.
Gingers has never been a passion of yours that I've shared, but
I know. I'm a ginger alone.
maybe it's because I'm borderline ginger myself, and it's just not something that I need to do.
I love you, Molly, but you ain't no ginger.
I'm a strawberry blonde.
You're strawberry blonde, but I feel it is very different.
Yeah, it is different.
I feel that almost Marcus is more of a ginge than you are.
Really?
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Marcus is more of a ginge?
My mom's redhead.
Is she really? It does make sense because you've got the highlights.
Yeah.
I guess you do have some.
My
you
mom's
have
the
redhead.
highlights.
Yeah, and my brother, when he grows a beard, he has a red beard.
Don't. Are you talking about Charlie? Because
talking about Charlie.
Don't even talk about Charlie's beard at me right now. God, he's so attractive. God, get on a horse. Sire some children, and he is there for you.
He is a very attractive man, yes. I am the least attractive member of my family.
You're not the least. You're just one of them. Charlie's just the most.
He is, yes, he is by far the most attractive out of all of us.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I accepted it long ago.
You are an attractive man.
Thank you, Jackie.
Just not to me.
Have you? Are you attracted to gingers, Marcus?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my virginity to a ginger.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
love a gin.
Soccer player.
Oh, I love it. Oh, she must have had strong thighs.
You would not believe.
Women soccer players have excellent, sexy bodies.
I just want to have sex with a female rugby player. And I know I talked about that when the Olympics were happening.
That's something I do share with you.
God damn, I want to have sex with a female rugby player.
Yeah, I said, would you want her to wear her little helmet?
She doesn't have to. See, I was friends with all of the rugby players at Florida State, the female rugby players, and I loved them, and we used to fight shirtless when we got drunk. But I was just the friend. You know, I wasn't in the fold. I was never strong enough.
But it sounds like you knew how to touch some female rugby players.
I mean, we fought. I've got pictures.
That's what I did in high school.
I cherish those pictures.
When I didn't know how to touch boys, you know, when it wasn't just me, but when we didn't know how to touch each other, we would be like, "You want to wrestle?"
Of course.
You know.
Even in college, we still wrestled. We had a great time.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on the whole female rugby player thing.
Yeah.
God, they're just so strong.
Those are some strong women.
Strong women.
It's the legs.
Yeah.
I just wish I had this. I mean, I have core strength. Like, you can't knock me over. But I just wish.
There's one thing the Zebrowskis are known for. It's strong core strength.
Or difficult to knock over. That's why I was a catcher.
Catchers. That's
You know,
why Henry was a goalie.
That's why he was a goalie. We are difficult to knock over. That's what we've got. But that's why, you just got to find someone that's just as strong as you. Mm-hmm. Marcus, what's your playing position?
Running back. I'm slippery. I'm fast.
That's the one that goes in between.
That's the one that goes in between.
But they never get the ball?
They always get the ball.
They always get
They
the
get
ball.
the ball sometimes.
Are you being an OJ?
Yes. OJ was a running back.
God, he was fast.
Yeah, my number was 32 in junior high.
Is that his number?
Yes.
Wow.
Running backs are the ones that try to make a touchdown?
Yes.
Ooh.
They are. Well, I mean, most of them try to make a touchdown. There's the running backs, the quarterback, and the wide receivers. Those all try to make touchdowns.
But the running back tries to run.
Yeah, the running back, they just hand him the ball and he just tries to make it. I was very good at that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Speaking of OJ, have you guys used your sex dust yet?
Not yet.
Somebody asked in the group, where's the sex dust review? I forgot to bring mine on my honeymoon, which was terrible of me. I realized right away, we got to the hotel room and I was like, oh no! But so I don't know where, I have it in my room somewhere, but I haven't used it yet.
I don't know where my sex dust ran off to. There's a lot of stuff in this studio.
I will say the reason why I use OJ as a transmogrifier, transmitter.
Segue.
I dosed my significant other without his knowledge.
Interesting.
He knew it was going to happen. It was something that was unwanted.
Okay.
He knew it was going to happen. He just did not know when.
That's a fun.
So it was a fun thing because I don't need it. I thought it would be more fun this way to see if it actually did anything. And we were watching OJ Made in America. And he got furiously hard.
Wait, really? Really?
And he didn't know why. Because I had put it in a very strong vodka soda. I know you're supposed to put it in nut milk. I know it's supposed to be something that you want to have happen to you, but I had put a bunch of stuff in it, so I was hoping that, and I put bitters in it.
I was going to say, did it look like a cloudy? It
I
looked
put
okay.
bitters in
Okay.
it, so it was a red juice of sorts, so he had no idea. I told him weeks ago that I was going to do it to him at some point. I did not rape him. It did make him hard while we were watching a bunch of really difficult social commentary. So at least that part did work. I can't really say to the use of the effectiveness of how long it worked, but it definitely was effective at doing the immediate job.
Interesting.
He just look at you and go like, did you put that sex dust in?
Because he just looked over, he was like, I'm hard. Did you use it? And I was like, yeah, man, you got moon juice, motherfucker.
You got dusted.
I yelled that and I danced around him while he was hard. I was like, look at how hard you are. Look at how hard you are. And so it did work. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Wow,
for
you should
guys.
write a book about fun unexpected things to do with your sex dust.
Yeah.
Or, just in life to keep it mixed. You turn that into a fun game. I was just going to be like, I guess I'm going to put this in nut milk and drink it, see what happens. See, that was much more fun what you did.
Well, I didn't want to do it to myself, but again, I didn't rape him. Mm-hmm. It was something that we had discussed, but it was weeks afterwards, so he completely forgot about it.
I'm gonna dust you.
That's
You're
a
not
lot of
gonna know
fun.
when it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna dust you.
Bitch got moon juice,
You don't know where, you don't know when.
but you gonna get moon
You're going to get
juice.
dusted.
I just wanted to throw it out there because I saw that people were asking about it.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
You gotta start dosing.
I'll dose.
You gotta dose it up.
Yeah, I'll dose it up. I'll see what happens.
As long as everyone is willing and everyone talks about it.
I'll put some in my Dr. Pepper.
That's a
Diet
good
Dr.
idea.
Pepper, yeah.
I love my Dr. Pepper.
He didn't taste it if you got vodka and bitters in it. So that's something I'll
Did
throw
he get
out
ill
there.
at all?
No.
No.
No. I mean, we had been drinking copious amounts.
Yes, that is true.
So, it depends. Maybe it has something to do with the fact the amount of cigarettes we had smoked as well that he did not taste it. But I'll take whatever I can get.
I think you got to not taste the dust. I think that you did the right thing if you didn't taste it.
Especially you dosing. If you dosing, you can't taste it. I don't think you can. I think roofies are untraceable, right?
I'm not sure about that.
But in any case, what you did was not that.
I did not roofie
was
him.
consensual and just fun. Just because you get a boner doesn't even mean you need to have sex. You could just get a huge boner, keep watching
Yeah, you're
OJ
right.
Made in
And I
America.
just keep slapping it and be like, does it hurt? Does it hurt? Sex, huh?
I don't have sex every time I get a boner laying around the house.
No, you're
Sometimes
right.
you can just let a boner be.
Unless it's to a point if it doesn't come to fruition.
We
then,
call that way too engorged.
Yeah, blue balls them.
I gotta say, it's a glowing review for fucking Goop sex dust, though. You get a boner right away. Jesus, I figured it would be nothing.
Oh no, it was about an hour and a half afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to get into his system, and I think that it is
Like mushroom.
I was surprised that it actually happened though, because I thought it was going to be more of a your brains knows it.
Yep, psychosomatic.
Yes, I thought it was going to be psychosomatic, so which is why I dosed him with it, because I didn't want to use it on myself and be like, oh, I guess I'm horny now. I wanted to see if it actually worked, but I mean, it made the mechanism work, but it didn't immediately be like, let me put some candles on, girl. It didn't turn him into Idris Elba,
I'm hard.
I am hard. I am hard while watching this commentary, and so it did that.
But again, getting hard watching a documentary put that in the Yelp review of Goop Dust.
But man, did he run?
He was a fast man. Prince Harry's, you know what his girlfriend's name is?
Sexy girl.
Meghan Markle.
Markle?
She's a nobody, though, right?
She's an actress, quote unquote actress.
Yeah, but of
Aren't we all?
what? Oh, tap. What is she an actress of?
Tap. Ooh, Judy James said they look awkward.
She is the one, though, with the big ponytail scrunchies, correct?
I'm not seeing a whole bunch of pictures of her in ponytail scrunchies.
He'd been dating this girl for a while that she always had these big scrunchies in her hair.
Like old 90s scrunchies?
Yeah, like 80s, 90s scrunchies.
Well, this one is best known as Rachel Zane on the legal drama Suits, and she's FBI Special Agent Amy Jessup in the sci-fi thriller Fringe.
May I see a picture of her? Do you have it pulled up?
She's fine.
She looks like a hooker. She looks like a hooker. Prince Harry.
What physical characteristic are you describing?
Breasts for days.
She's got good breasts?
She kind of looks like an escort.
It's her lips. No, that's not the girl I was thinking of. He had been dating this girl for a while that was a more normal
plain
girl.
Jane.
Like it was everyone like, oh, these scrunchies that she's wearing.
Yeah, that girl ain't wearing scrunchies.
No, she ain't wearing scrunchies. No, she's more of a debutante of sorts. I mean, what else is he gonna do? Of course he's got to do this. I'm really good at it,
Sex.
Prince Harry. So why don't you just let me try?
Prince Harry, Jackie's got some sex dust waiting in a mix
I
drink
want to
for
marry Harry. I want to marry the real Harry. I'm ready for him.
You want to dust him?
Oh, I'll fucking juice him till the day is juiced.
All right, it's time for the list.
What? Who's on the list? Marcus.
Gotta have that list.
Celebrities who allegedly have bad breath.
What?
Oh, I'm glad you said allegedly.
Halitosis.
Halitosis.
Legal deference.
Allegedly, Ben Affleck.
Believe it. Confirmed just out of looking at him.
I mean, I am a smoker as well. It is difficult, but you got to brush your teeth all the time.
Yeah, also, I guess I shouldn't hate on people with bad breath because it just happens and it's not necessarily their fault. I just imagine Ben Affleck, he's just, everything about him is annoying, and I imagine if you were talking to him right next to him and he was talking right in your face, you would be like, ugh, get away.
Especially as he had sex with the nanny.
Well, Sandra Bullock gave him mints to cover up his bad breath when they were filming Forces of Nature.
Well, I don't know. Force of nature. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. At that point, do you even have to fake kissing him? Because it was an awful movie.
It
Yeah.
was an awful movie. Jessica Simpson only brushes her teeth 3 times a week.
No
What?
way. She's got whiteys.
She's got a reputation for stinky breath. But you can clean up the whiteys. Like, whiteys are just...
But what's wrong with her? It doesn't feel good to not brush your teeth.
I guess she just doesn't like it. Maybe she likes that film that builds up.
I think I can only go 6 hours before I brush my teethies.
6 hours?
I mean, I don't sleep very much.
Yeah.
But I brush my teethies probably 2 or 3 times a day.
I definitely do 2 a day.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Not that
teefy person. I'm a teefy person.
I do. You're like, It's because at Dork Effect, I have to wear something that prevents me from grinding my teeth at night.
Oh, you gotta grind it?
Yeah, I got a grind problem.
I actually am having to get one of those myself because I just had my 3rd tooth shatter because of tooth grinding.
Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
y'all gotta be careful of that shit. My mama dealing with that shit right now is bad.
It's bad.
It only gets worse.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, my bottom teeth are all starting to go inward.
Yeah, it's bad.
bad.
I needed one for like 5 years and I didn't get them because they're expensive and it got worse. So definitely get one and cope with the fact that you look like a dork for 8 hours at night or however long you sleep. None of us sleep 8 hours, but however many hours you sleep, you look like a dork. You have to, if you have a partner, you gotta go, and it's just fine. And then you wake up in the morning and you want to brush your teeth afterwards.
Okay. Well, that's okay. I
kinda
I guess I
fun.
can deal with that. I'm a light sleeper, so I'm a little worried that if I can sleep with it or not. But-
I mean, I think you'll get used to it, but it's more the humiliation factor.
oh, I don't mind about that.
We'll get used to it, though.
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson not only has bad breath, but he has body odor.
Well, maybe he turned Kristen Stewart into a lesbian. Maybe that's what happened.
I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, some people just have body odor no matter how much they wash, but when you're that rich, brush your friggin' teeth and put on some, get one of your people on it to give you some Axe or whatever.
I don't know about Axe. I think it's different with thinner people. I feel like Ed from the Round Table and Brighter Side, we talk about this a lot where, like, as bigger people, especially in the summers, like, I shower copious amounts because I don't want to be the big, fat, smelly person. And I think that, like, comes with the territory of being a bigger person. But if you're a smaller person, you have no right to be smelled.
Yeah, I don't really ever think about it. Sometimes if I skip deodorant, I'll be a little smelly. But
I've never smelled you.
I've also been told I have a fetching musk.
Hey.
You got a good musk. I've never thought you smelled smelly.
Yeah, I'm pretty good about not being smelly because I think as a small person, yeah, you have to kind of try.
Yes. Same as a big person. I guess are we all the same?
This is going to surprise you. Beyonce apparently has halitosis.
Whoa. She ain't kissing enough. That's the thing. If you kissing all the time, you be up on that shit.
I
She
mean,
ain't kissing.
maybe that's just God's way of making somebody not 100% perfect.
All right, I'll take it. No, she's got to have acne or something.
You think
She
so?
probably has really bad under breast sweat. You ever see those people? It's like when your under breast sweat smells bad.
Yeah.
I've known people like that.
Yeah,
And I'm not against
that.
them, but like I feel like it's like if you've got everything else, you probably have bad under breast sweat.
That's what God gave you.
That's what God gave you.
All right, it's time for a blind items
What?
We
can't see 'em.
Oscar edition.
Ooh, yay! I was
Yeah.
hoping this would happen.
Oh, it's a week later, and a week later is when you get the Oscar blind items. This first one is from before the Oscars. Which Oscar-nominated actor was getting 2 colonics a day to get skinny for the award show? The actor isn't as young as he used to be and has been packing on the pounds. But after another male celebrity friend told him about colonics, he has become obsessed. He has been bragging that his insides are so clean that only water comes out now when he gets the procedure done.
Ew.
Hollywood's dirty little secret is that a lot of celebs do this before hitting the red carpet, but twice a day, 5 days a week seems like a bit much.
That is cannot possibly be healthy. All that water up your butt.
It's horrifically unhealthy.
Like, you gotta let what nature do that.
Yeah.
Who is it? He is.
Older actor, nominated for Best Actor.
Hell or high water?
No. There was a blind item about Jeff Bridges too, but it was just that he drank 12 beers on the way to the red carpet.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, that's great.
I was hoping it wasn't Jeff Bridges. Like, I don't want it to be him.
Not Denzel.
It's Denzel.
Denzel's doing that many
A
colonics.
lot of colonics.
Denzel, everybody's gonna love you no matter what. You don't need to wash your butt out that much.
Man, maybe you should watch My Strange Addiction, where there was an episode about coffee enemas that like this couple that was so obsessed, like the wife was obsessed, and then the husband became obsessed that they were doing up to 6 coffee enemas a day, where they would flush it through and they would lay on their side in their bathroom and then get up and run to the toilet to let it all out.
Do you do that so that they can get high on coffee or to poop a lot?
It's both the caffeine and to get everything out of their
It's
system.
a twofer.
Yeah, it's a twofer.
Boy, isn't it weird what things can just become normal?
Because if you do it enough and then you're not talking about it aloud to anybody else, and you're like, oh no, this is just what we do.
Yeah.
But My Strange Addiction is a very weird show.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
It's very strange. It's actually really great. Yeah, there's one about like they eat drywall. There's a woman here, a local
cat
one.
hair?
The cat hair, yeah, the puppet woman.
Oh, what about the boy that was really obsessed and in love with and used them as family, all of the blow up pool toys?
Oh wow, I didn't see that one.
Woo! He had this one rare variety of this like weird dragon thing that was his quote unquote wife, although they were virgins. I don't think that they were. I think that he definitely put a stick inside of that suckhole at least once.
He had to have. Next up, why she isn't in rehab right now is anyone's guess. This barely hanging on to A-list singer, who is now a cartoon version of herself, had to be carried out of the Vanity Fair party by 2 bodyguards. Yes, folks, she was that wasted.
Mariah Carey.
She's just not doing good.
Of course she's not, and I am still upset that I have not watched the reality show. I know that it is gold, and I have to watch it.
Every week she's doing worse. It's really
Yeah.
rapidly declining.
I mean, she just can't. She can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Where are those children? Where are the children?
Yeah.
But also, again, side note, Feud premiered last night, and I did not see the first episode, and I don't know how to. Marcus.
Oh, it did?
Marcus, find it on your scratchies. I don't know how to get it. I want to see it so bad.
Yeah,
Please.
it's on one of the bigger scratchies. You could find it. I mean, I could send you a link.
Send me a link that's got no viruses in it.
I don't know how to. I mean, you're gonna have to be careful.
I'm scared of it. I need to see it.
You
Well,
have
you use
yesterday.
a Mac. It's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna download on yours.
You know
There's
what?
no scratchies?
There's no scratchies. As long as you don't download Adobe Player, you'll be fine.
You know what will hold you over and is on HBO Go that you might like? It's got a lot of sexy fucking.
Little big
Yeah,
secrets. Is that what
big
it's called?
little
Big
lies.
Lies.
It's sexy and it's got Nicole Kidman and she's doing a great job. And it's got Adam Scott. He's not fucking. And
Yeah,
it's
I
got
know.
Reese Witherspoon and it's got
Shailene Woodley.
Alexander Skarsgård.
I fell asleep during the first episode.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I know that I will like
Stick it out. You'll love it. You'll love it.
I know that I will.
It's so spicy and sexy, and you'll love
I did fall
it.
asleep during the first episode, and I just have to give it more of a chance.
No, you'll like it. Keep going.
But Nicole Kidman, alien bish, back to Earth.
Yeah. Is she good?
I think she's doing great.
Oh, she's
actually.
perfect in it.
Okay.
But
She
she
is-
plays a kind of
An alien, weird,
like a
paper cut.
a woman who's like
person.
not with it. But she's doing a great job. She's acting
Reese
the hell out of it.
Witherspoon, I feel like everyone's hailing Drew Barrymore, who is really good in Santa Clarita Diet, just sidebar. But Reese Witherspoon, of what I saw, welcome back,
Yeah,
girl.
she's doing
Sweet
great.
Home Alabama, miss your ass.
Yeah, she's doing great. Everybody's
Sweet Home
doing great. I really am a big fan of Big Little Lies.
And Shailene Woodley, too young.
Yeah.
She's too young. I think she's too young.
But she's supposed to be young.
I know she's supposed to be young, but she's supposed to be that
Yes.
young?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
young?
Yes.
That
Yes. I'm familiar with the text. I've read it twice.
Oh, I forgot you read the book.
I've read all of these books. But yeah, that young.
Okay, that
Yep,
young.
That young.
Well, last up, this foreign-born permanent A-list singer was happy to share with everyone that he was high as fuck on mushrooms at the red carpet and at the Oscars. And during his performance, he was overheard at one point asking why the red carpet was now colored diamonds.
Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so fucking weird.
In his red carpet interview.
He was so fucking weird that
Yeah.
it makes complete and fucking. Thank Christ that this came out, because I was just like, is he dead, brain? Is he over? I mean, not that I never thought he was under, but I think that he's over. But his whole performance was like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, Lord. Ay, Lord, my no. But the real question was his significant other as well?
Because she was also really weird on the red
Weirdo.
carpet.
I think they were tripping together.
I hope so.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me enjoy it.
Yeah.
It makes me like him more. I'm not a Sting fan.
No.
I respect him, but I'm not ever going to sit down and listen to a Sting song or a Police song. I respect them. That doesn't mean I got to like them.
Yeah.
Not even Roxanne?
It's okay.
Roxanne!
I mean,
You don't have to put on red. Wait, remember when they break down? No, put on red now. Rox, put on red now.
it's good, but I'm never going to sit down and go like, I want to listen to Roxanne right now.
Of course, I understand. But if it pops on, you won't shut it off?
I won't shut it off.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that.
That's all Jackie wants.
I'm just really happy that he was high on shrimzos.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy for him and his wife. And I'm really glad that something wasn't wrong with them, because the red carpet interview was fucking incomprehensible.
Really, really weird.
So,
and
yeah.
you know what? It's the only way to get through it.
Yeah,
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, it's like when Trey Parker and Matt Stone did acid and went to the Oscars.
Good for them.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
for them.
but they said they ended up just getting really bored because you're just staring at the back of someone's head for 3 hours.
Of course, and you can't go anywhere. That's my biggest problem. It's like, how can you do shrooms and sit there? It's like, I just remember last time I did acid and it was at Islands of Adventure. It's like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Constant changing scenery.
Yeah, do mushrooms at the Golden Globes where everyone's up and walking around.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And do mushrooms in the forest. That's where I like to do
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
if you
first
had
and
your
foremost.
druthers.
No, my druthers are always in the forest. All right, well, that's all we got time for today. We got to do a short one, but we will be back next week. And until then, keep watching the stars.
Hakuna motherfucker.
Keep on dusting.
Put on red light. Roxanne, put on red light.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.